Hello everyone. So this is Rahul here. So today we are with a new video regarding introduction to artificial intelligence and cloud computing, and I'm going to give you the roadmap for AI engineer, data scientists, and cloud computing professionals, and more. So this is the roadmap what I just followed. So rather than I just made an attempt that it sounds like a plan, I can post it as a video so that it will be helpful for you. So feel free to comment it so that it will be a new start for me too. So today we are going to talk a lot about artificial intelligence and cloud computing, and how far the artificial intelligence and cloud computing is being integrated as one single component, and lots and stuffs. Right. Let's dive into it. How far the AI is being introduced over here. Right. So now I personally don't want to talk a lot about AI in terms of more technically. Rather than I wanted to give you a basic introduction how far the AI is being used and what are the recent technologies which has been developed. So it will be a good start for you if you don't know about what AI is, then you'll come back to know about it. Okay, so when I started about learning about artificial intelligence, it was much curious to me. Why? Because all those big mang and fan companies are developing their solutions in terms of AI. So I thought that okay, let's start learning about AI. Let's give a little bit interaction to it. So let's see how far we can able to learn it. So now it become as in one of my domain. Yeah, so I'm an AI engineer, so works on AI algorithms, machine learning, deep learning, and introduction to reinforcement learning too. So I'm a beginner in reinforcement learning. So what is artificial intelligence? So from my perspective, artificial intelligence is the intelligence which is behind the level which is given by a human like behavior, which is nothing but the artificial systems, right? So let's start get a good scenario how far you can able to understand what is artificial intelligence is, right? So let's talk about we are in the maze, right? So we are in the maze, and I want you to start from the beginning and end to the end. So go to the end. That's my job, where I have to win this within stimulated amount of time, right? So I get into the maze and I start the next nearest point, go far, go there, and if I don't find the way, then get come back. And I wanted to learn about the environment, and then I find the best way so that I can able to reach the end as quick as possible. Now, this is based on my intelligence. Why? Because my brain works. I do know what is the next step to do. If I don't find the way, I have to come back, go for the next way. And if I find both the lays on the left and right, then I'll first go for the left. If I find the next good path, then I'll reach the end. So this is all about a human-like intelligence. Start to know about the environment is. Now, instead, a human wants to solve the maze. If I just put a robot, an AI agent, let it can able to solve the maze? Absolutely yes. Right? So it starts to know about what is environment is by trial and error method. It starts to learn about the environment by doing some mistakes, gaining some negative rewards, and doing some good things, getting some positive rewards too. So that's a very nice interaction. Why? Because rather than putting what is artificial intelligence directly into it, rather than saying in a scenario like this, it will be helpful for you. Right. So so I've listed 4 points over here. These 4 points are the what can I say? I took it as an types of artificial intelligence. Rather, I can able to say that this is the main aspects of the artificial intelligences. The first and foremost thing is reactive missions. Oh, so if you were aware about, I've already posted an video in my channel regarding GPT-4, and we talked about lot about Chat GPT, Visual Chat GPT, and GPT-4. So please you're free to see the video. I'll post the link in the description box. So that's called as reactive missions. Why? Because if I give an input to the machine understands what type of input I'm given and generates its own responses from its memory, then gives me as an output. So it could be in another neighbor for me, so that if I want to answer any question, I can able to ask him or ask it, get an answer from him, get an answer from it. Sorry, I'm just making a noun to the particular AI machine. So given input to it, and I can get an output, and I start to communicate with him with it, and it will be a good collaboration with us. So rather than having a good friend, I can have another AI agent so that it can help me a lot rather. But that's what the main cause is. We talk about why should have a good friend rather than having a good AI agent is. Okay, so the second thing is limited memory. Right, when we talking about the memory point of view, let's talk a good scenario, right? So I'm gonna write an exam by the next fourth day. When I start studying by today, by the next third day, I forget all those things what I studied in the first day. That sort of memory what we have, right? So this is what we don't have, only little amount of memory. I can able to hold only this much of content in my mind. So how AI agent does this thing too, right? So AI agent also have some limited amount of memory. Let's talk about chat gpt. Chat gpts also have only limited amount of memory. It can able to take the contents only from its associated memory only, right? So it can't able to store behind lots of memory, right? So not like that. So it can able to access only one few memory. But the thing is, it can able to restore it. We don't have that capability, but the AI agent has to restore it. Why? Because it's a mission. It's a human-like mission. So thirdly, the theory of mind. So theory of mind is nothing but I wanted to give you an perfect one. Like as a human beings, we have all those six senses, right? We do know what is wrong or what is right. Whether if I want to beat someone without any reason, that's wrong. If I want to beat someone with some particular reason, he has done some wrong, that's right. So this part of intelligence we know as human beings, we do have six senses. We come to know about what is right or what is wrong. But whether the AI agent knows about it, whether the machine knows about it, that's what the main cause is. We are supposed to train the agent so that we have to say that if the AI agent is going to do this thing, yes, you are doing the correct one. Go for the next. Go for the correct one. No, you are doing the right one. Don't do this again. Then the AI agent come to know that yes, this particular action I have done already, so that the owner of me my owner just suggested me that this is the wrong action, so I should not go beyond go on that. So that's called a fear of mind. I come to know that I train my model. I'm gonna put my model so that yes, this is right, this is wrong. And finally, with the self-awareness. So self-awareness is a very important thing, right? Why? Because um, rather than putting lots of information, or rather than putting lots of information behind the limit, I have to train an AI agent and human like behavior to be self aware, so should have some self awareness, so that it should not produce any output behind the limit. So it has the capacity so that yes, you are supposed to put your outputs in this capacity in this manner only, rather than giving lots of input, lots of outputs, and you're going behind your limit. It's not the cause of it. So I think you can able to come upon what is reactive machines, what is limited memory, what is theory of mind, and what is self-awareness. So this is artificial intelligence. Okay, so rather than saying what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is reinforcement learning is, come to know about the basics from the real world scenario. So you can able to come, yes, I can even understand what is artificial intelligence is. So if you guys wish, like I do want to know about what is machine learning, what is deep learning, what is reinforcement learning is. So we'll come up with different tracks, and I'll put in another separate videos for machine learning, deep learning, and reinforcement learning. So it will be a good start for me too. If you wish, just put it in the comment sections below so that I can help you a lot. Right. So let's talk about the three types of artificial intelligence. So ANI, AGI, and ASI. So ANI stands for Artificial Narrow Intelligence. AGI stands for Artificial General Intelligence, and ASI stands for Artificial Super Intelligence. So now we are in the phase of Artificial Narrow Intelligence and Artificial General Intelligence. We have not gone to the Artificial Super Intelligence. And sources and research scientists says that if the particular AI phase has been gone to the artificial super intelligence, then the human what can I say habitat will be in the extinct format, right? So I'm not threatening you. So this is a theory which is said by them. So what is artificial nano intelligence? Machine learning. Yes. So what is machine learning? I'm going to say one single line about machine learning. I'm not going to say a lot about machine learning. So why? Because it will be then the track will entirely go to the machine learning point of view. I have lots of data, lots of historical data. I'm going to go give to the machine, and the machine starts to analyze on the data which is being given to it. Then the same data, based on the domain what I just given to it, I give a new data, so that based on the data which has been trained already by the machine will try to predict the future outputs based on the input which is being given to it. This is called as machine learning. Feeding the historical data to the machine, then the machine starts to analyze the data, then come up with their results. So this is the artificial narrow intelligence. So you can able to see lots of what can I say, chatbots has been given, Siri, Alexa, and Cortana. All those things has been pre-trained. I have given all those data to Siri, all those data to Alexa, all those data to Cortana. So rather, if I give a new data based on my domain, then Alexa or Siri or Cortana will respond based on what type of responses which has been already generated in the historical data. Now let's talk about what is artificial general intelligence is. So artificial general intelligence is machine intelligence. So I can be able to come up with a word. It refers to a computer that is as smart as a human across a board. So across the board. So very important thing is nowadays lots of AI agent has won lots of games, lots of what can I say, mind thinking and human like games. For very important example, a very frequent example, what each and every artificial intelligence interaction faces, that is chess, right? Because the chess grandma, the AI agent has defeated the chess grandmaster by within this particular minutes or seconds. That's called as mission intelligence. The machine starts to know about what intelligent behavior it can able to have. Right. So the third thing is artificial super intelligence, which is ASI, the mission consciousness. Very simple thing, a very simple thing. What I have to process here in artificial super intelligence is, now my name is Rahul, right? I'm an AI engineer and I'm a human being. Okay, I'm gonna build a mission, a robot. His name is also a Rahul, but unfortunately he's a mission. I'm a human being, but the mission can able to do all the things which I can also do. Additionally, the mission can also do behind the capacity what I can do. Thirdly, I can able to like can I say, I like I can able to get some relax, but the machine can't be able to get some relax. Why? Because it's can able to work continuously. So I can get tired, so it can't get tired. These three factors will defeat me, and so the human habitat will kill me, so that you don't need it. I need your robot, what you have just what can I say, what you just built. Because it can able to do all your things, then what is the use of you? What is the use? You are living, then go die. That is artificial super intelligence. Machine starts to learn about the environment, and based on that environment, it starts to know about what the human beings thinks about you. Right. So starts to know about the environment, and it becomes sentient too. That is sentient is nothing but starts to know about the human feelings too. Right. So these are the three types of artificial intelligence. So now let's talk about the man behind AI. So I think so you can't able to see the definition. So I'll come up with the definition over here. The left hand side is Mr. John McCarthy. He's the man behind AI who coined the term artificial intelligence. So he's the father of artificial intelligence. And the man in the right is Alan Turing. He's also a beautiful and important stepping stone to artificial intelligence. So I'll just say the definition what they have given about AI. John McCarthy said that the science and the engineering of making intelligent machines, not a simple machines, making an intelligent machines. Based on making the intelligent machines, the science and engineering, all those principles has been added into it. So what a very good definition, right? So rather than what I just said, this definition can able to attract each and everyone who is watching this video. Right. Now, what Alan Turing said. Alan Turing said that AI, the artificial intelligence, is the science and engineering of making intelligent machines, especially intelligent computer programs. So he just especially mentioned out that intelligent computer programs. Okay, why? Because Turing machines, one of the important machine, what he just developed based on artificial intelligence. So intelligent he especially he specifically said about rather than creating an intelligent machine is the main cause, but I wanted to suggest AI is the science and engineering, which includes all the principles and creating an intelligent computer programs. So salute to them. Why? Because without them, without John McCarthy or without Alan Turing, now the artificial intelligence world is nothing. Okay, so let's come back to the final part of this AI part. So, AI, artificial intelligence. So, what are the recent advancements? So, I already said about machine learning and deep learning. Machine learning starts with an historical data. Deep learning resembles your own brain-like neurons in terms of in terms of intelligent programs. Now, the sustainable AI, which depends upon the future enhancements. CIH collaboration, which is computer human interaction, like what ChatGPT does. Generative AI, which generates image. So in the last video, I said about visual ChatGPT, DAL-E, etc. So there comes under generative AI. Digital twin, my favorite topic about digital twin. So if you want to know about lots of digital twin, give a hint in my comment section below so that I'll come up with a new video regarding digital twins so that it will be an what can I say, introduction to me to introduction to digital twin as well. Game AI, so how far the AI is being infused inside a game, and personalized AI. Like I personally need an artificial intelligence and AI agent so that it can help me a lot. Then I can able to create my own AI. So that's what the main cause about it. So now I think so. People who are watching this video can able to know a lot. Can able to what is artificial intelligence, a little bit about what is artificial intelligence is. Okay, so now let's talk about cloud computing. Why? Because my domain is all about AI plus cloud. I'm an integrated domain person where I work on artificial intelligence program as well as cloud computing. And I'll want you to say some credits at the last, so I'll come back to the. You just skip the video. So if you want to know about the credits, so just see and till the end of the video. So what is cloud computing? Now I have a laptop in my hand, which consists of RAM, ROM, and what may I say, motherboards, etc. These are all going to be the on-premises part. If I'm going to build a company, rather than putting in biggest hardware in my company, then I have to choose an idea or choose a mechanism or a technology that rather than spending a lot of amounts on on-premises hardware, it can able to so that so it is not so disaster redundant and it just what can I say covers lots of spaces. Why can't I push it to the cloud? Cloud is very important thing that I can able to convert all those on-premises servers, on-premises hardwares into a cloud-based technology so that all those storage servers, etc., 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 which is being given by a cloud-based services, right? So it's a very important thing. Instead of having an on-premises part, I do have a cloud-based part so that my reactions, my mechanisms, my technologies, my advancements in my particular firm will get increased, and the cost needed to set up is also very less compared to the on-premises part. And a very important thing, you have three types of cloud. You have private cloud, public cloud, and hybrid cloud. Private cloud is based on yours. Public cloud, like what are the I've just mentioned some of the public cloud providing platforms. And hybrid cloud, hybrid cloud is both cloud based services as well as on premises services. So there are lots of cloud providing platforms. So AWS, Google Cloud, GCP, and Amazon. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services, Microsoft Azure, Oracle Cloud, VMware, etc., etc., etc. Right, lots of things. So once if you want to start us in cloud computing, so now we can able to come to know, right, if I start to develop one AI program, I don't want it to depend on the hardware. Rather I can lend any of this cloud computing platform. start implementing my AI algorithms in this cloud platform with the services which will be already provided by them, so that it will be cost efficient, time efficient. I can able to save a lots of time, lots of work, so that the cloud will start stimulating its own suggestions to me. That will help me a lot. That will help me a lot. I'm sure that this AI as well as cloud is going to be very huge demand in the market. One, if a technology person knows about AI, technology person knows about what is cloud is, and he were well known, well have some certifications in AWS or Google or Azure or Oracle or etc. etc. Then I can able to say he can able to do anything. Like, he's open to the job market. Okay, so that's right. If I want to talk a lot about cloud, so I plan to have another session. So I'll just see at the last of the video until then I complete my roadmap, because very important information is still pending. So yes, so I just move my video to the top. Yes, yeah, okay. Now, the main part, what is the roadmap to the AI engineer and data scientist? Okay, this is my roadmap, so please don't hesitate that this is wrong or right, but because I'm following right now and I'm being succeeding in my domains too. So, first of all, the programming languages and tools. Right. So, once if you have entered into the technological world, you are supposed to know a basic programming languages and tools. I started my journey with C and Python. Right. I work in AI, so my job, my part is I develop my AI algorithms and work with AI stuff with the help of Python. Then C++ is also one of the important programming language, but I don't. I'm so can I say? I'm not saying that you want to take C++ too. Either Python or C++ is very important for you. And Scala, which is an advancing programming language. Right now, I don't know about Scala. I'm not aware about it. So let's see how far the advancement in the AI can able to provide you what Scala is going to give you. Then R. So R is my first programming language when I started to learn about data analytics. So now I'm proficient in R, like providing all those visualizations, plots, and writing ML algorithms, and all those what can you say, linear algebra methods inside R. So I'm very fond in it. So I can so I can't even give ratings to both Python and R. So both Python and R are same for me, but since right now I'm working in Python, I have to give the total ratings to Python. So yes, I'm a Python. So I'm a Python. Like, I work in Python rather than R. Okay. Then JavaScript. So one of the important thing, TensorFlow API from Google is works on the JavaScript too. So if you are also a JavaScript developer, you are feel free to start implementing your machine learning and deep learning algorithms to JavaScript. So please be ensure that you see the docs which is available in TensorFlow JS. And this is all about programming language. Let's talk about the tools. Hadoop and Apache Spark. What is Hadoop and Apache Spark? Hadoop and Apache Spark are big data tools. They are big data handling tools. Why? Because since you are not AI engineer and data scientist, you're not going to work with only 5,000 or 6,000 columns. You're going to work under 1 lakh, 7 to 20 lakhs, 1 crore of data. Let's give a simple example. Okay. If you are working in AWS, your task is that you are working in Amazon. Your task is that you have to get some insights and start building an own machine learning algorithm based on the customer count who purchase the products in AWS. That's it. Do you know that how many people buy a product from Amazon? Like, how many people buy a product within a week or within a month? Huge. They will give you a data, a lot of lumps of data. How can you handle it? It's too difficult. Then you are supposed to know about some big data tools too. I have mentioned only Hadoop and Apache Spark. There are a lot. We can also go for the BigQuery, Google's BigQuery, etc. So, secondly, you are supposed to know some libraries, built-in libraries. So scikit-learn, my favorite one for implementing your machine learning algorithms and visualization pods, plots, etc. My favorite one, and pandas. So rather than working with the data sets and everything, I wish to use the pandas. NumPy, numerical Python for the linear algebra functions, and my next three are going to be my very important thing. Matplotlib, Plotly, ggplotnr. All those things are plot providing methods. So I'm very fond in it. So thank you everyone who created Matplotlib, Plotly, and ggplot. So very important thing. And the next thing, I want to get TensorFlow, Apache MXNet, PyTorch, Keras. Okay, those who created these things are gone, right? Why? Because once I started to put my own model, I come to know that there are lots of layers. When I started to work on image processing, a normal CNN, a convolutional neural network, I have to provide one convolutional layer, one rectified linear layer, one max pooling layer, then I have to provide an input and output layer, finally with a softmax classification, etc. I can able to see how the math behind this all those things is large, enormous. But TensorFlow, MXNet, PyTorch, and Keras can able to provide each and every mathematical function within one single line. Okay, so as you are a beginner, you are supposed to know everything. I suggest knowing everything is good for you. Then cafe too. So I don't actually. I generally not possess built-in part like what can I say? Built-in already pre-trained already pre-trained models, right? Rather than using layers from TensorFlow, Apache MXNet, PyTorch, Keras is not a huge course, but rather than I generally prefer construct your own model. Okay, that's very important. But why I mentioned cafe 2 as an example over here is just know at least one. Okay, just know at least one so that it can help you a lot in when you are doing some basic machine learning projects. Then the next thing, basic machine learning, deep learning, and reinforcement learning algorithms. As an AI engineer, why? Because I followed everything. Learning about logistic regression, linear regression, univariate linear regression, multivariate linear regression, coming with SVM, support vector machine classifier, support vector machine regressor, ADABOs, ensembling methods, random forest, decision tree, each and everything is very, very important. Rather than I can just say from scikit-learn I can from sklearn dot linear model I can import logistic regression, import linear regression. I start putting data into it and I can able to get an output. That's not the cases. You don't want to know how linear regression works behind. You do not want to know how logistic regression works behind. How the logic function is being applied. How far the what can I say? They take the sigmoid curve over the logistic regression. These are the things which is very very important. And projects, the best sort of lot, right? Rather than doing everyone's project, make sure to take a new use case, solve through AI. My intention is take a new use case, solve through the AI. And finally, this is all needed for the AI engineer. If you are a data scientist, you are supposed to know some insights about the data. That for that you need to know some data visualization tools. Some of the libraries I mentioned over here, some of them are visualization tools you can use it. But as I said, there are huge amount of data. They will start to give you the data through cloud. Now, how you can able to handle data in the cloud? Then you need to know about the cloud platforms too. And I'm more precise in when you are precisely learning about AI with cloud, learn about servers and how far MLOps is being used, right? So if you were aware or if you don't know about it, I'll come up with a new video regarding MLOps and how to handle data in the cloud, how to implement models in the cloud, etc. You're supposed to know it. Fine. So next, the roadmap to the cloud professionals. First, starting with the programming language, so Python, and I'm very professional in Java too. So I learned Java in my undergraduate. So yes, I'm a Java developer too. So Python, Java, JavaScript, and its libraries, Angular, React.js, and a very important thing is next one, RDBMS, the Relational Database Management System. You are supposed to know how data has been there, how the data has been structured, whether it is a structured data, unstructured data, or semi-structured data. You are supposed to know. So for that, for handling structured data, you have to know some RDBMS tools. MySQL, PostgreSQL, etc., etc., etc. And since if it is not a NoSQL type, you are supposed to know about MongoDB, Cassandra, etc. Okay, so these are few, right? Now I'm following right now this. So there are lots. So if it is lot, then I have to give you another insight about this thing. And cloud platforms, so GCP, AWS, Azure, Oracle, VMware. So you are feel free to use any one of them. My suggestion is go with one platform, then the other platform will be very easy for you. But I can able to assure you that GCP, AWS, and Azure are the most prominent cloud computing platforms which is being used in companies nowadays. Then let's get back to the conceptual. Now the basics has been done. Conceptual part. My starting point is start learning about the cloud practitioner and cloud developer. Okay, start learning about the cloud practitioner and cloud developer. After that, the additional point of view, you can go with DevOps associate or solution architect, security, machine learning, data analytics, and more. Right? My basic thing is start with cloud practitioner and cloud developer. Once you are finished your cloud practitioner and cloud developer, then the additional thing. Either you can go for the DevOps associate, either you can go for the solution architect, either you can go for the security, cyber security based on cloud. Either you can go for the machine learning, data analytics, and more. And finally, main important thing, projects based out of cloud. Take the project which has not been implemented yet. Try to provide your own idea how can cloud can be infused, cloud can be implemented through it, and plan some internships in cloud so that internships will give you another hype in your resume too. So, yes, so we come to the end of the video. So, I've told a lot about how AI and what is cloud and what is AI, the roadmap to AI engineers and data scientists, the roadmap to cloud professionals too. So, now the last part is all about Thanksgiving. Why? Because very important thing is so I'm glad and I'm happy that I'm the AWS Cloud Club Captain from India region. So I'll be mentoring the AWS part from AWS Cloud Club. So I have lots of benefits. So soon you'll see lots of AWS videos from my channel. Like based on the Cloud Club, we are planning lots of practitioner sessions, developer sessions, machine learning sessions, data analytics. Why? Because I'm a machine learning specialty, data analytics person, and I'm an AWS cloud practitioner, and I'm started to work on developer too. Okay, so data scientist, everything which is associated with AWS, and now I'm a full-fledged person. So I'm very happy to my connection, one of my connection, so who gave me the link to me. So I've applied it out of 2,000 applications all over the world. I've just shortlisted, and then I uploaded my first video. You can able to see my first video in my YouTube channel. This is which is nothing but introduction to Amazon SageMaker, SageMaker AWS ML. So based on that video, my explanation, they got attracted through my explanation, and out of 2,000 up, so 2,500 applications. So from India. I'm just saying about only from India. All over the world, they got around 1.5 lakhs of application. So all over India, only 6 to 7 cloud captains. I'm not know about the numbers. So if I am wrong with the numbers, sorry with that thing. So only 6 to 7 cloud captains are there, and I'm very proud and happy that I'm the only AWS Cloud Club captain from southern part of India. So. So I have to thank my mentors in my college and my department and my college. So and my connection who gave me the link, process everything, and I'm a mentor who's judging me, who's giving me lots of guides towards it. And now, yes, I'm an AWS Cloud Club captain. So feel free to ping everything in the comment sections below so that I can able to answer it as quick as possible. I'm available, and soon you will get to know lots of videos posting in my channel regarding from AWS Cloud Club. So we are planning a huge session with lots of co-club captains. So I'm talking to them for my channel and for my viewers who are viewing it. So we'll soon plan a sessions, and you'll get an update from my account. And most prominently, one of my connections say that as one of my what can I say, from one of my comments section, I just come to know about why can't you talk about introduction to quantum computing. So the next video is regarding introduction to quantum computing, but I don't want you to expose everything from the quantum. Why? Because quantum is an advancing technology which has been right now, it has been in the developing stage. I wanted to talk a lot about cloud. So now I talked a lot about cloud. There, I want to talk a lot about quantum, right? Rather than telling you about the linear algebra function which is being used behind, I wanted to get back into how far the quantum is being utilized over here and what will be the developing stage over here. So it'll soon get and release from our channel, from my channel regarding the introduction to quantum computing is, and you'll also soon you see some requests from my side regarding the AWS Cloud Clubs meets and meetups. So I'll post the meetup.com cloud clubs at St. Joseph Institute of Technology. So why? Because I'm the organizer of it. So I'll push everything in. I'll just add everything in my description box below. So if you are a viewer, if you were get to know about what is cloud is. So my first session in AWS meetup, which is gonna be planned very soon. Why? Because right now, I'm taking oaths, regarding pull from everyone regarding how far the first meet will be organized. So once it is done, the sooner the first video will be released in the meetup.com, and I'll try to post the same video in my YouTube channel too. So thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you come to know about what is artificial intelligence, what is cloud is. So soon we will see with quantum computing and AWS cloud clubs too. Thank you.